We are putting a PC together, as you can see, obviously. Yeah.
Gaming PC. Alright, ready?
Yeah, quick.
Keep going. Alright, so this is the motherboard.
So this is the main part you need, really. Like, or this
What
is
everything
the main.
connects to.
It's like a brain.
Yeah, well, this is more the brain.
That's a heart.
Sure. That sounds good. Yeah, because everything goes through the heart.
And this is the Phantom Gaming Z390 Night Gen. And then here's the CD, it looks like.
It's the software for it.
Oh, so the PC's gonna have a little disc player too. Right?
No, I didn't buy a CD-ROM. You don't really, nobody uses them anymore, so I didn't even bother buying one.
So is there a, oh, pictures. Oh, that is so cool. I'll come show y'all.
Here, wait, you can just hold it up.
Oh, true. That is so cool. Oh my gosh. That looks so awesome.
Just hold it by that piece.
Look at
You
that.
can hold it up, just don't touch the back though.
That's so cool. Is that your RAM slots?
Exactly. Those are the RAM slots. And this is for the processor.
This?
The CPU. Yep. Which is,
Why is there
that's really the brain.
battery in the middle?
That's your CMOS battery. You know how when you first turn the computer on, and it goes to, crap, we need, wasn't the knife right over there?
Yeah.
We need, when you first turn it on, it goes and says the brand.
Remember how to do it still.
And then when you first turn it on, it goes to the brand.
Oh,
Goodness. Might be better to just, this knife isn't as sharp as it. These things are thick. Oh, okay. Will you get me the scissors, because I don't want to mess this up. These ties are thick.
What are they?
I don't know, son.
I could have used Mama's scissors. There's probably just one cut no good.
We're good. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and leave it in this protected one. So we don't have to worry about getting damages with any parts on it.
Oh, we're putting parts in there. Oh yeah, your RAM slots
I
now.
thought I cut this one. I swear I cut this one. No, I did. Okay, so first the processor goes on it.
Is this the processor?
Yes.
Core i5 immeasurable processor. Small little thing for
Yeah, it's unlocked.
size.
It's the K version, which is unlocked, which means you can change the speed. You can manually set the speed, so we're going to do what's called overclocking. Overclocking means make it run faster.
You can overclock it.
Yep. Because we have liquid cooling, we can overclock it.
So if we didn't have the liquid cooling, we couldn't overclock.
Well, you could a little bit, but the thing is when you overclock it, it gets warmer, so you have to be able to keep it cool. Here, let me do this part, because this has a lot of little pins that you can't damage. So this
Little pins. Oh boy. Like these pins?
Alright, so I'll let you do this part.
Oh, that's cool. It's like a clock or something.
Yeah, it's a debug.
Debug? What's that mean?
That means if it has an error, if there's a problem, it'll display an error number, and you look up what that error number means. It means something.
That's cool.
See all these little pins? Okay, so we gotta lift this up. So here's the trick. This needs to go down and
push
out that way. And lift it up.
Oh my lord! And there's a whole bunch of little pins in there too.
Mm-hmm. Just pop out.
That is crazy. I'll put y'all over.
See, this is the little thing. This is a little cover just to keep it from. Can you see it? You see it?
No.
I didn't figure you could. You can see this? Okay. So the little cover pops off like that.
Silly.
And that is just for to keep these from getting damaged in the shipping.
So do you need this?
Nope.
You don't?
That's just to cover this up to keep it from getting damaged in the shipping.
So you're not gonna really use this at all?
No, it was just for shipping it. Once you get a processor on there, you don't need that anymore.
So once we're done with this, we could put on the RAM slots. What is that? What's the
Yeah,
next
the RAM will
thing?
go on there. Yeah, the RAM will go on there next.
That's not fun.
Alright, so
Oh yeah, this here is a cool part. It'll be later. And that one's cool. So this here. Wait, is this one? I'm confused on what this.
yeah, don't worry about it. Not there yet. Okay, so I've always done AMD, so what side? It goes this way.
It looks like that flips over on the side.
Hmm. Like that?
No clue. What does it tell you on it? Foxcoin.
Foxconn.
Yeah. Didn't see the other in there. It's Intel. So will you see this on the PC? Like, is it gonna be pinned up on the wall of the PC or what?
Yeah, the hole in the side, right here,
Mm-hmm.
you'll see that.
This is, I like this. I like how that is. What is this?
That is the heatsink for the South Bridge.
So there's got a heat sink on there.
Man, grab the motherboard instructions. Just want to make sure we're putting the processor in the right way.
Study guide, quick install guide. Quick install guide.
AMD has a little notch that shows you, but I don't see the notch on this one. Maybe because it's Intel, I just don't know.
Oh, you could. There's a postcard. That's weird. That should show you. What is it called?
I think I see for sure. I think that is the right way. That way? Yeah, that's the right way. Because you can tell because of the notches. See how this one, the corner's cut?
Mm-hmm.
That one, the corner's cut? That one, the corner's cut, but this one doesn't have a corner cut. It goes straight. There's only one side that goes straight, and that's right here.
Mm-hmm.
So it does go up right, just like you would think, but you never want to assume that.
Then you can mess it up, can't you?
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. We don't want to mess this up. That is cool.
So the processor is in place.
And it tells you what it is. Okay, so this is.
with the cooling system on the processor before we stick the RAM in there.
RAM is cool.
Huh.
One of them is a cool part. It's flowing. These kept jabbing me here in the side, and I did not like that.
Big fan.
So here's a fan. And this is a RGB fan too. This is a cool one.
This is the radiator. So this is liquid cooling. So what happens, this sets directly on the processor.
On this?
Yeah. This pulls the heat from the processor because it's metal. Metal conducts heat. And then the heat goes into here. This has liquid in it. It's just like antifreeze cycling through it. This is a radiator. So it constantly cycles the liquid through this. And then the liquid cools off. The liquid gets warm and then it cools this off. The warm liquid goes in here. The fan cools it off in here, just like your car radiator.
He explained it.
Man, there's a lot of parts to this. Molex. RGB. Yeah.
So that is where it's not touching.
That's the mount.
Oh, it even goes with it. As well.
Yeah. That's
Do all of them have it?
All
these little holes?
yeah. That's the mount. That's a standard processor mount. I mean, standard cooling fan mount. It's just this is a lot cooler because it's not a fan. It's liquid.
So where's this plug into?
Motherboard.
Plug somewhere into one of these, probably. Oh, it looks like this one plugs right here. Looks like this one goes there. It looks like.
All this stuff's for the mounts.
Oh, look. That is a lot.
Here is.
Ooh, that's cold.
Oh, LGA 211. What? Okay, so we don't have a 2011. All right, so
Oh, a whole bunch of wiring going on with
there's
it.
a lot of different mounts for a lot of different ones.
I think, yeah. So where's that gonna go? This piece right here.
This is gonna be either to the back or to the side. It's gonna be somewhere in the computer, probably to the back. And then the fan is gonna
Oh, so the fan's
gonna attach to the front of this and blow the heat out of the computer.
Shouldn't we unbox this?
Hmm.
Oh no, that might be the box.
Okay, so let's break out the instructions for this just because I don't want to put it together wrong and then nope, not that. Right here. Just got everything out of here. Because there's a lot of different mounts.
What's this?
And of course it has one of these.
Master gel? Thermal
Yeah,
compound.
that's I don't know which one's better. I got this just because I didn't know. For the most part are probably pretty much the same.
This is Cool Master.
Guess we'll use the one that came with it.
be safer too.
Well, I mean, either way, they'll both work, but we'll just have that.
Better to have more than none.
Yeah, I didn't want to be a situation where we don't have any. Can you grab a little screwdriver? That screwdriver set would be perfect. Goodness, I don't know. Up there, maybe? It's up somewhere. Yeah, it's probably down there below my keyboard.
Got a lot of loose parts from taking the computer apart for no reason.
Okay, here's $4.
Alexa, computer. Shut up. What was that? It sounded like you farted.
That was weird. Oh, yeah. Why, this goes on the back side. I don't even know what I was thinking. This goes on the back side.
That was weird.
The front side, yep. Front side, we're going to use these two mounts. Secure it in place. That.
Oh, it says Wi-Fi. M.2 Wi-Fi with the little Wi-Fi icon symbol.
So we'll do it like this.
So this is gonna glow, right? This is cool, master too.
Dips down. That. So
Where's
get the
this?
screws go through the back.
So this here goes on here. That goes on here.
Yep, that is what holds it.
So it's like adapters, what it looks like.
That it's,
Oh no, it changed the colors of it.
it's called thermal paste, and what it does is it helps the transfer of the heat.
This is like the cycles and the bright and dim. This is for the fan, for the most part. A lot of pieces. What?
Wanting it to fit better than it's fitting. Okay, there we go. It is fitting better than I thought. Just
So this already has antifreeze in it, or whatever it's called?
yep, it's self-contained. There's two different types of systems, liquid cooling systems. You have your self-contained, and then you have your systems that cause maintenance, pretty much. I don't know what the technical term is, but in one, self-contained ones, it comes to fluid in there. You don't have to worry about it. The other, you have to put the fluid in there yourself, and you have a separate pump and the radiator separate from the pump. There's a few different things going on there, but
So do you have to like buy more of this fuel?
Nope, because that's self-contained. There's no way for escape, so I mean,
So it's
I'm sure
safe.
eventually it's going to
Evaporate.
dang it. Well, there's no air in it, so eventually it's going to get to the point to where I'm sure it will run low. I don't know. I've never had a self-contained liquid cooling before. So we have the mount on the back.
And this goes in. Like that, right?
And then, yep, it's gonna, this low side is gonna go down. That way it'll,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What side? Like, are we gonna? What side is the icon gonna be on?
oh, we want to pin it right side up for sure.
No, like, is the icon gonna be facing this way? The Cool Master icon.
Oh, the,
Scrolling.
those, we don't even need those.
What are those?
Yeah, it's gonna be facing right side up.
What are those?
So like, that's the bottom of the board. This is the top.
So it's gonna be facing just like this.
Exactly. Exactly. I'm sure they're gonna.
Hopefully this thing doesn't fall. I mean, this is quite heavy.
Or is it?
It's cold, that's all I know. I like it.
Yeah, I was just making sure they didn't expect you to put it upside down. You never know. Or sideways. Because it almost looked like from the picture they wanted you to do it sideways. But
Is this thermal compound, is this like, is it gonna stick to it too? Is it gonna be like super glue somewhere? No.
no, not at all. It's more like a...
Gel.
Exactly. That gel will... It helps facilitate transferring the heat.
Gotta say. Oh yeah, so if we do put it upside down, you could just take it apart and flip it.
You know, always make a mess with...
Ugh,
Thermal
that's
paste.
nasty. Nasty color. I thought it was gonna be clear or something.
I'll probably make a mess and we'll wind up wiping some of it off just as I always do.
Can you like get it on this stuff? Like the little components, you know?
Well, I mean, it's made to be okay that you're not gonna
Screw it up.
damage stuff. It's not like water, so. Probably put too much because you don't typically put it all on there. Okay, you got the...
Where it screws.
Make sure that... I think that... Don't let that slip, because... Make sure not to touch that.
What happens?
You want
Is it cold?
Oh, did that a little premature. Go ahead. Because it does have when you put them. Help me out here, because I don't want to beat that around. Pretty much just helping me keep that from bouncing around. So, got a little screw for that.
Over there.
It's got 1,000 screws. I don't know which.
The small ones?
Yeah, I bet you're right. It's kind of warm in here, isn't it? Or is it just me?
It's not.
funny because they're supposed to go on the bottom of the top. Yeah, see what I mean? You want to make sure that's still recording. I'm not going to remember this running, but you want to make sure that's still recording.
It is. Yeah. 30 minutes.
It's been 30 minutes already?
27, 28, 30.
Okay, Mom.
Ooh, you didn't tell me.
No, that was the best.
Oh. What's that? Hold screws?
Yeah, well, it holds you put the ends in it. Okay, what happened on? Oh, no. Yeah. Okay, I don't think that's. Okay, there's. About to say that's not the right screw because there's only 3 of them, but there's the 4th one hiding.
Dang. Oh.
What?
I thought you already had the other one on. Oh, there's 2 different mounts.
Yeah, there's different types of processors and all sorts of stuff, so depending on the processor you have, there's a different mount.
What's this for? Are these little things here? What is that? Are these little things that are running down and up? Are those that hold a little bit of antifreeze or what?
Well, yeah, the antifreeze goes in there. That's where the majority of it stays, and it's not necessarily antifreeze. It's like antifreeze.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, because I use the term antifreeze too. That's where you got it from earlier from me. So, but those are little holes, like little slits. So the liquid stays in there, the fluid stays in there, and they're little slits that allow wind to blow through it. So the liquid cools off better. So it's like there's vents in between it. So, but the fluid goes down these lines,
Yeah, I was about to say,
and it can blow. Yeah. Now let's try this again. Slow down. Why is it not lining up? Yeah, I know I want to make a mess.
Oh, I thought that was a motorcycle on there. Look with ID or something.
Slide this so much. There's 3 different holes there, so we just gotta see which 11.5X is the showing. Just 'cause I can't seem to get. Yep, the middle one.
This looks like it's going to
Oh crap! That one fell completely out.
okay.
I'm bad. I'll get it fast. Oh. Oh, this one can't make this one the same. There we go. Okay, so go ahead and take and put one of those on there, just enough to hold it.
Wait, I did it the wrong way.
Just enough to keep it from falling through again.
So what am I doing? I'm just gonna
Is it in the right hole? Yeah, there it is.
Oh.
There's 2 different holes. The middle hole is the one that there are 3 different holes.
Oh.
The middle one is the one that we need for our processor.
Where's it coming from? Why is it like that?
Like what?
Why is it popping up?
What do you mean?
Like on the side it's rise, but on the other side it isn't.
What do you mean?
Oh, never mind. I was just looking at it. Oh my lord. Looking for the paste.
I'm just making sure it's sitting good. This is one of those things that you want it tight because you want a good seal, but you don't want too tight or you'll bust your motherboard. So it's pretty much finger tight. Wiggle it a little bit. See if that made any. And it did. So we're good.
What was this for? And then cool with that as well.
And you go and set this right over here. Let's go ahead and get this plugged up.
There's a whole bunch of stuff that goes to it. This looks like the controls.
Yeah, I think before we put the memory on there, I want to go ahead and get it mounted.
So you just mount.
Yep. Okay, so we got a fan controller and the RGB. We just need to see which is which. Actually, we need to see the motherboard and see where.
So you're gonna start opening this?
Can. Wait, now I'm gonna need that, so I gotta plug all this stuff up.
I'm
Right?
just gonna split it over.
Need to see the pin out.
See if y'all still recording. Yup. So now we're unboxing that. Go watch me unbox this.
Wasn't there another thing for the motherboard, like more info?
They had. That was the software setup. This is the.
Yes, that's what I'm looking for. I need a pin out.
Oh my lord, heavy is this? Hopefully this isn't heavy. I don't remember how heavy this was when I started.
Because it tells you on there, but it's kind of hard to read because it's really small.
I have no clue what I'm doing.
Yeah, we'll turn it upside down in just a second. Let me see this. Okay, so two headers, SATA, GX power, CPU, water. There we go.
RGB lighting right here.
Water pump
Here's-
fan connector. So 4.
Oh, here's fan. Fan 2.
So 4 is for the water pump.
Fan 3.
3.
It's fan 3.
We're gonna need CPU fan and CPU water pump fan.
There's CHA fan 2. And CHA fan 3. I have no clue.
Nice, pretty pictures, but not really any info. I just want to know which cable is which. What are the two different plugins for? Tell on AMD. Okay, so it's saying, what's that?
What's that?
I don't think we had an RGB box, did we?
That's control.
Okay, yes, this is what I was looking for.
Oh, my knee hurts.
Hopefully we won't need this and we'll be able to
Control.
integrate it with the motherboard.
Doesn't it have a little knob on the top to control all of it? Oh, this is a
Okay,
knob.
so yep, because of the water pump fan.
So does this have the power supply and everything?
Okay, so did you see the one that said CPU fan? Is that what that says? There's one that says CPU fan and another one that says CPU water pump. I think that one's CPU fan, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. CPU fan 2. I don't know what that's looking like.
Where's 2? This one?
I think so.
Okay.
Oh look, power reset. Is this where your power button is to turn on?
Well, that's if for some odd reason you need to do it without the, because it's going to be on the case. But if you need to do it manually, it's right there.
I like the buttons. Those are cool.
But you're not going to be touching that once we get it put together. So, I mean, it's kind of moot.
That's just for emergencies in case something went wrong.
Yeah.
Just looking at this is so cool. I thought that was a knife earlier.
Sure doesn't want it to go on.
Daddy, let me see. There's an arrow pointing. Daddy, that doesn't go on there straight fully. It needs to have something to connect it.
Yeah, straightforward.
Look, there's a little knob there. You see a little knob right there?
Nope.
There's a little knob.
Knob.
Yes, you don't see the little knob right here? Like, it's right, this knob.
That's not a knob, that's a...
Hinge you can hold it on down to. Or does that connect to one of these?
It's gonna go straight on there, son. Or... What these are for?
I have no clue what those are. I was looking at that earlier.
Yeah, I think that snaps on there.
I don't think so. There's no way that goes in there. There's no way that goes in there. It goes in this one.
We don't need that.
Oh, reason.
That. Down with that. Don't need that. I think that's one of these will go in. Kind of weird they'd make it to where it doesn't directly plug in, but...
Ultra M.2.
Does it tell you which one's power, what's what? I can't see it from here.
CPU pin 1, CPU pin 2. Are there supposed to be missing ones? Missing prongs?
Yes, it's designed that way. They only put what's needed. And some of them are missing ones just to point and show you which way it plugs in. Quite peculiar.
You might have to use a little plug thing. Where'd they go? There was prongs I put into there. No clue where it went now. Still have 43 minutes left of videotaping.
We may not make it. You might run out of space in time, huh?
Hold on.
If you want, you can stop it for a little while or pause it or whatever, and we can figure this out because it's going to take a minute to sort through.
We'll be back.
It's real glass.
What are these? What are these?
Up and down. Up and down.
Up to there. What are these? What are the box from now? Must look at the screen now.
Okay. Opens. We can grab the pliers out of the door. There's something door. The black nail plier work.
Oh my god. Oh, everything. Yes.
Oh, yeah, you want to roll it.
Woo, woo, woo. I need that. Okay, here's your box with the whole bunch of cables. Where's the control button? The power button? Is that button? Is the LED button? Oh, they just put it down. Okay, so yeah. There's a whole bunch of cables that
All right, so there's my plan. The power supply. We're going to do that first. Before we put the mother in. Light off.
This one?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna put this in. Oh my lord. This one goes right here.
Yes.
That is a lot of cables. Take this out then.
And we'll wrap this so we can see all the cables.
Yes.
Yeah, that other side doesn't come off. We're going to do.
You just where the motherboard's gonna be. Right here.
Okay, so this. No, there's two in the back. Right in the back.
And then I don't know what I was talking about. That's all. Some zip ties from other good one. This is like the thing that had the. Yeah. So this is what you can't see, right?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. But I'm guessing we'll be back when we get all this.
Well, that's not the first one. I don't know how to do that. Okay, so well, this is where I set up, so it's going to go in.
You definitely want this right here at the back, so that was going to be right here.
Yes. And the hole pattern is what determines which way it goes. This one of those you always hope that they do it right, so it's not upside down. And the whole thing is that's what we're going to see on our side. So,
So we got this connected. Hopefully, I'm going to put it somewhere just for now and make sure all the different stuff is working. I'm guessing we'll be back when we have all the wiring goodness done.
yeah, I'll screw this in. And, yeah, you can stop because I'll screw all this in. Well, yeah, we don't need this leverage.
So now we're trying to put in the motherboard into this. We have mostly everything wired. Mostly. We just need to plug all these cables into the motherboard.
And you'll see the mounting holes for it. So the motherboard's going to go right here.
Where is this going to go?
Go ahead and lift it up out of that. Grab around the edges and knock the bottom of it because there's connectors in there you don't want to hold. Perfect.
Where's the little holes at?
Oh,
there they are.
yeah. Hold off because we need to put. Well, actually, I think the mounting plate's going to go on the outside. There, it fell into place.
It needs to be pushed up. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with that.
Okay, so go grab the mounting plate over there, and because we need to see if the mounting plate goes.
Turn it over there. Whoa. Who's this?
I think it's going to pop in from the inside, so if it does, we need to. Yeah.
Here's some connectors.
Yep. Lesson learned, should have done this beforehand. This glass over there. We got a cable on it, so I need to get out.
It smells so good. I don't know what it smells like, but I do know it smells so good.
Nothing like the smell of a new computer. Can you pull this up? It's away.
This?
There we go. Now I can see. Yeah, we should have popped this in beforehand, but I didn't even think about it. On older motherboards, it was a lot more evident you need to do that first because they didn't have the giant heatsink on the back like you do on that one, kind of covering the plugs. So they don't stick out like a soy thumb like they used to. Ugh. Get in there. No notches, it just pops in. It's just not wanting to pop in.
There it goes. Nope.
Popped out?
Yeah. Let me try. Something's up here preventing it.
Wait, I think you just pushed it out.
Maybe pushing it out. Trying to push it in. Oh my lord.
No, you did it too low.
I did?
Yeah.
I can't see on that side. Okay, you can do that.
That's perfect on that side. Yeah, make sure you cut some of this struggling out.
and pause it.
Across in front of it.
Okay, we got done wiring it. It's been an hour later. We're gonna do the M.2 and the RAM.
Hard drive. And hold on to the RAM.
Yeah. That's a special one. I like that one. And I picked that one out too.
So
What happened? Was that supposed to happen? Did you just get...
thought I had an extra one, but I guess not. No, I wound up using this one and forgot. Thought I had thought I replaced one.
Yeah, this one. No, this one.
That's a live board controller. We don't even need that. So when you're running dual video cards. Okay, so we'll hold off on the .2 drive. Because I thought I had it.
Is that what we need? Do we need that?
Well, it's a faster hard drive. For right now, we'll just stick an SSD in there.
Yeah. Okay. So now we're gonna do this cool. We're gonna do our RAM.
Yeah.
G-Skill Trident Z Royal. This is the cool part. You ready?
Yeah. Don't make sure to touch the sides because it'll leave fingerprints on it.
Oh.
Whoa.
Look how beautiful that is. That is so pretty. And the special thing about it is in our
It's
RGB.
Yeah.
And that'll make it look way cooler. And it has a little thing to grab onto it so you don't mess it up, I'm guessing.
Exactly.
Look how beautiful that is. That is so beautiful. Oh, you can see me. It's like a whole mirror. It's so beautiful. Say hi.
Polishing cloth. Okay, so let me take a picture of it too for you.
That is so awesome. Yeah, so we both picked all of this out. We both picked all of it out, so yeah. Because this is like mine and his PC. But I'm probably going to be on it more. Using the VR and all that.
Okay, so you want to put it in? You want to install the RAM?
I'm good.
I thought you said you wanted to install it.
I'm good. It's too pretty.
So, I know that's the way I feel. Like I don't want to touch it.
So yeah.
Alright, so we need to use, can you see the slot numbers? They'll probably be down there. We need A2 and B2.
Oh, they're not there.
Look.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
A1, A2, B1, B2. A1,
Okay.
A2,
Put stuff on
B1,
that side.
B2.
So just need to know which side it started on. And you can see the notches. You have to line the notches up. So obviously it's that way.
Oh my goodness.
And
It's so beautiful.
for some odd reason, you started 2 rather than 1. Watch out.
Yeah. So what is that? What is that?
It's just the bank, the way the banks are labeled. Because the reason you have to use specific ones is because it's dual channel memory. Meaning that it basically just combines the two as one and writes to them at kind of not necessarily the same time, but it uses them together.
My knees are hurting from sitting on the ground.
There we go.
Sitting on the ground.
That's in there. Time for the next one. I think I avoided getting fingerprints on it.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah, I've never had any RAM this nice looking before.
And it glows.
Typically RAM.
That's the cool part about it. The little fake diamonds on it glows. Crystals. It's gonna be beautiful. Does it automatically click in?
Well, touching it. Touching the sides. So typically they have 2 slots that close, but this motherboard has 1 slot that doesn't move and the other that opens. It's a little trickier. Get it straight in.
I'm gonna do this.
There it went.
And then we're gonna put the, what is it called in? The gaming thing.
Video card.
The video card. I was trying to say. My bad.
Alright, so I think we have everything else plugged up.
All over the world right now. Okay.
Here, before we plug the video card in, let's go ahead and get the rest of the power.
So yeah, the cables are the worst thing about this.
I would definitely agree with that. Okay, so these are for, let me just run that one across there. Where's the big header? Is it on the side? Yes, it is. Right there. So we'll run it up. With that, I'll go ahead and, ooh, that might be too big. We might not be able to run that one. Let's see.
Yeah, we're gonna be probably pulling the cables apart. Why is it not going through?
We'd rather not run it through the case, but we may wind up having to.
Why don't you put it through here or something?
You can tie it down. Interesting.
What happened?
That's just getting it around there. Having trouble the way it's designed, getting it. So we're just going to have to go into this guy. Not enough cable to do that.
So we'll get back until we get all this figured out. Okay, we got everything back in place. Time to add the awesome video card. Graphics card Gaming X. And as y'all all know, this one also is RGB. So yeah. Mostly, the whole PC is gonna mostly be RGB. Gaming card. The graphics gaming card.
Alright, so go ahead and unscrew these. Pull that plate off.
So they're all gonna fall?
See, this is a little protective slip for our PCI Express connection. No, because we have it laying down this way, they shouldn't fall.
Hurt.
No, it's unscrewed.
Oh, it is? How'd you do that?
With my fingers. Okay, go ahead and pull the top 2 out.
Top two. This
Actually,
one?
that has a screw in it, doesn't it? Don't I see a screw from here, son?
Yeah. The top two, so this one?
Mm-hmm. See how this is too wide? The higher end video cards are too wide. Not just one. So it's gonna, oh, actually, I'm sorry, not the second one. It's gonna wind up being.
Wait, you still want me to unscrew this?
No, that's what I said, not that one. These two. Do you see which two?
But I can't take them off.
Yeah, the punch outs.
They are? They are? This one? I don't like those because once you punch them out, they're permanent.
I know, I hate it too, but it is what it is. Oh, be careful not to mess the motherboard up. those things the way they are. Hindsight, I wish I would have done it beforehand, but you shouldn't have to.
Peel it. I was thinking of peeling. Oh, can you push it? I don't know.
There you go. Get that one off.
Both of them?
Well, there's only one that's loose.
No, don't bend this part.
Oh, I did, didn't I?
I'll bend it. Oh, and this one's bending.
Goodness gracious.
There it goes. Okay, that one's back in business.
Should have been
Back in business. Don't keep bending it. You're
I'm
gonna,
bending it back.
you're gonna loosen it
Should
up
go
where
back.
it won't work.
Okay, so now we're going to need to pin this over here.
And what?
This. Because there's really... You know what? No, we'll just do it. Cable wiring is always an issue. Yeah, we're going to have to just pin that down like that. And then put this in.
Like that?
Yeah, but not quite where it's... It can't block the back panel because we're going down. It'll be right here. So not that far back.
So we need to screw it, looks like. No?
Right, that just holds it in place.
Should be just like this. Screw it back on?
Yep. Yeah, that's the only thing we need to put in there is a video card. It's good and solid.
Wait, do we need to take one out for the...
This needs to slide.
Daddy? Do we need to take one out for the...
I'm torn on that.
Should we wait and see?
Yeah, let's hold off on that. I'm really hoping that since it's daisy chained in with the other one,
It'll work with the other one.
I'm hoping, I doubt it, but I'm hoping.
No.
Now, this gives us power to our video card. Stop, yep. That's where this comes in.
What is this?
What?
This. Piping.
That's part of your heatsink. The big metal thing sets on your graphics processor and
Moving it around.
and pulls the heat away from them. And then the fan is what. Well, I wish they made this a single cable because I think that looks so ugly. But there's really nothing you can do about it.
So yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully that snapped in good.
So I'm guessing we'll see y'all when everything's in one piece.
Yeah, we just need to put the hard drive in
That's all. You just
and
put the cover.
put everything back together.
And then probably have it plugged up, running for the RGB stuff working and see to get that figured out.
Maybe do a little wire routing.
Okay, we're back. Got it. We're gonna get it plugged up, see if it works. Right there, I thought it was gonna be turned this way.
Well, it's going to be, but you can't see it in the video if you do that, son.
Oh, no, I like it like this. Oh, that's so pretty. Gotta peel off the front, too.
And it's actually tempered glass, not plastic.
Okay, time to put it in PC mode, see if it's there. Oh, what am I doing? Wait. I forgot how to do it. I forgot. Unknown. Unknown.
Well, chances are it's not going to boot because I'm going to have to install Windows, but we'll at least get the sleep going.
Okay, let's turn it on. Oh, there's a light. Look how beautiful that is. The RAM's gonna kick in. Look at the RAM. Oh, you could change the colors by just pressing down. I like the green. That's pretty. Oh, I didn't realize. Oh, there's different ones. They have it where it blinks and it's solid. So, that one. See there. There's your gaming card. You got your 3 fans there. Fan there. One there. There's your little cooler. That's your RAM. Right there's your RAM. Oh, and then A2. It's showing A2. You can see the Mr. What's it called? 62, 99, A2. Saying a whole bunch of words. Well, we'll get all this set up and probably in another video.
Yeah, there's no Windows yet, so I'll have to install that.
And then probably next video you'll see me on the VR playing some games, I'm guessing. So yeah. Bye.